You're not crazy. He's gaslighting you. This is day 3, guys. Day 3. My name is Nancy Mitchell with Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. Guys, if you're not sure what's going on, you're in a relationship, you're just like, I don't know. Am I crazy? Is there something going on? Is he gaslighting me? Is he running? Do you know? I'm going to let you know. So this is going to be the topic of today on day 3. Okay? The overreacting trap. The overreacting trap from your boo. And I tell you, man, these are the guys that do a lot of this shit. I am just saying. Okay, number 1 is going to be, he calls you too sensitive. You're too sensitive, baby. You're too sensitive. Or crazy when you react. If something happens and you make, some questions, or you ask some questions, or you do something and you're like, you're crazy. You're overreacting. You're this, you're that. When you know you're not, then you're not crazy. He's just gaslighting you. I tell you, these guys love to, as soon as we start to have a conversation, and sometimes we're not even arguing. I know, girls, sometimes you shout and get crazy, okay? But sometimes we're not even arguing, and we're just saying to them, like, I couldn't get a hold of you. You weren't answering your phone. What's up? Where were you? Asking the questions as simple as that is like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? What are you thinking? Huh? And they start a whole bag of shit conversation because either they are guilty of doing something wrong, or they just want to belittle you and make you feel like shit. Okay? A true man, strong man who's not doing shit wouldn't have a problem to turn to you and say, hey, I was with the boys, or I was doing at the club, or I was there at the rest. Or they're not going to be scared to tell you what's going on. Unless you're being really crazy. Because I know some of you girls can be. I know I was, for a period of time, I was super crazy. But I'm just saying to you that some of you girls can go overboard. And when it gets to that point, no, the guys don't even want to tell you the truth. Because sometimes they tell you the truth and it starts a whole bag of conversation. Ladies, tone it down. Stop. Because at the end of the day, if they want to cheat, they're still going to cheat. Okay? You're not going to stop them. You arguing with them not going to stop them. You're just pushing them away more. So you got to consider yourself that what if you're going crazy tune on these guys and there's nothing happening, then you're going to look really crazy and you're going to lose your boo. You see what I'm saying? So be careful that you're not overreacting, okay? Although this segment is really for the men overreacting because they're normally doing that. But I know the females sometimes because I've did it before. And, I have stopped myself in not caring so much, just sit down and just think about, oh my God, what is he doing? What's going on? Whatever. You need to start living your own life, making sure that you're okay, making sure that your career, everything that you want for your goals and everything, you're happy, you're doing all that and not worrying a bit about them too much. Okay. Number 2 is going to be you start this questioning over your feelings, your own feelings, right? As soon as you start, you have a conversation with them and then you start looking at yourself like, oh my God, I mean, this is wrong. This is, remember, dissect what the situation is, because you have to make sure that your situation that you're going through right now is going to be legit. You're not overreacting, and whatever questions were asked or whatever was done, it's totally, I would say, reasonable. If it's not crazy. So if you're asking questions that are reasonable, you're not going over the board or overreacting, and you start questioning your feeling, then that's a problem. Okay? You gotta make sure that you take a step back and start looking at your relationship and start looking at yourself and start looking at your boo. Most importantly, yourself, and make sure that whatever you're doing is reasonable. Number 3, okay? Number 3, he dismisses your valid concern as drama. And that is something that they do a lot, ladies. Please relate to me. Let me know if you have been through it, because I know I've been through this so many times. Okay. I just think that guys is just, they look and you just ask them where they are, or you just ask them why they never answer the phone, or you just ask them something as simple as that, and they just start going off like, oh my God, what do you think he was doing? He was cheating, da 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 da. Sometimes when you see they act like that, they are cheating. 90% of the time. Because if you're just asking a simple question, it requires a simple answer. Simple. It just requires a simple answer. Why just answer the freaking question and stop trying to dissect it or blowing it out of proportion to create an argument because you're guilty? Duh. Just say that. Anyway, so there you have your 3 problems, right? Or 3 red flags or 3 breadcrumbs that you will see in your relationship, guys. Now come the solution stuff that you can start doing against that and making sure that this does happen. If it's happening, you fix the problem so you can have a good, healthy, fun relationship with your person, with your boo, with your side chick, side piece, your husband or your wife, okay? I don't care the situation. So anyway, solution that you can do is just remind yourself feelings and signals are flaws, okay? All of those are. So let me just repeat that. You're reminding yourself feelings are signals or flaws. You're gonna flaws. I don't know what's going on in my mouth. So anyway, I'm not cutting my video. It is what it is. So those flaws that you'll have, those are you just need to remind yourself that it's gonna be either item, okay? Either item, all of those feelings are gonna be. Number 2 is gonna be take a pause, write your thoughts down before you start respond. So sometimes, and I'm very, very much, I'm guilty of this so much, you know, and I've gotten so much better than what I used to do. But you will sit and you in a situation or you heard something about some cheating and you just blow the shit up. You're like, what? Did he do that? Ah. And you start going off and start going off. Guys, ladies, most important than ladies, you are the one that needs to tone down because you're normally in this situation 110%, man. Because I tell you, we just want to hear that you were outside with this girl, you were on the road, you were doing this, you were doing that. And ladies, I'm telling you right now, sometimes I'm wrong. Because you have been burned so many times. You have been, through trauma, through other relationships. Your expectations are negative. And I've been through that where I just think the worst. And at the time, nothing was happening in that situation. So you gotta take your time and just pause a bit and just look at the whole scenario. And don't let, I'm trying not to curse too much, but don't let some shit people just come to you and just say to you, oh my God, I see him around there and he was screwing this girl. And you take their word for it. You don't know. I don't care if they come and tell you that crap. You don't know. Do not blow a fuse. Don't end your relationship because somebody come and tell you something that you don't even know if it's true. It's just crazy. Maybe they wanted your man, right? And they tell you that shit so you can break up your relationship. So be careful, take down notes, start looking at the proof, looking at all the proof that's there. Like, okay, she's claimed that he was screwing that girl around there last night. Where was he? Was he with me? Was he with his mom? Was he with somewhere else? Would he, think about it before you respond. Think about it before you go to him and start attacking him and you're not too sure what's going on. You have no proof. Number 3 is going to be validate your daily, yourself daily, right? So validate yourself daily with your emotions and are valid. Making sure that you're not overreacting on your boo, right? Because we females are very emotional. We tend to do that a whole lot more than guys. So be careful. Guys, that's it for day 3. I'm going to just do a quick recap for you guys. Number 1 problem, breadcrumbs, little things that you're seeing in your relationships. It's going to be 1. He's calling you too sensitive. He's calling you crazy, okay? Number 2, you start questioning your own feelings and you're not sure what's going on. Number 3, he dismisses your valid concerns for drama. Okay? And things that you can do to start just correcting this stuff. Reminding yourself feelings are signals and not flaws. Okay? And then taking a pause, write your thoughts before responding. And 3 is going to be validate yourself daily, and emotions are valid. Your emotions that you feel inside are valid. Okay? Again, females are very emotional, so sometimes we need to take it down a notch. Okay? Very much. So guys, again, there you have it, day 3. If you know anybody this content can help, please share it. I beg of you, share it with them. Okay? If you like my content, I want for you to hit the like and subscribe. Notification button, hit that as well, so you are notified anytime a video is dropped. Girl, there you have it. Guys, there you have it. My name is Nancy Mitchell. This is Love Guru, your guide to better relationships. I almost forget what I was able to say. Anyway, peace. I'm out.